Hi everyone, welcome to another Summer Safety Camp in a Box series. I hope you've been enjoying the videos so far, and I'm really excited to share with you today's lesson all about online safety. So we are going to be talking about a lot of different things today, so I want you to stay tuned if you want to see the craft that you are going to do after you watch this video. So we are going to talk about a couple of different things. We're going to do some activities, watch a video, and then I'm going to show you your craft. So please stay tuned for that. And I am going to pull up now our PowerPoint. So give me one moment. Okay, we have our PowerPoint here. And this is talking all about staying safe online. Okay, so I know that probably a lot of you have been utilizing the internet and different apps, especially with being home so much. So it's really important that we talk about online safety. I'm sure you guys are using maybe Facebook, but probably Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, all of those different ones. And sometimes we probably don't think about all of the things that we're saying or putting on the internet. And we're maybe not thinking about how easy it is for someone to access our information. So today, we are going to watch a video and we will identify what information is private and should not be shared online, and what information is personal and can be shared online. Okay, so we are going to watch a short video here, and we are going to learn all about those things. So if you give me one moment, I will go ahead and pull that up. All right, let's go ahead and watch together.
Welcome to Cyber Smart Detectives. I'm Jaden.
And I'm Mia, and we're both students in Year 6 at Narraville School.
And we're going to tell you our story.
Our story kicks off at lunchtime. We were in the playground at school.
Hey, it's a mobile phone. I wonder who it belongs to.
It looks like this Kel wants someone to sneak out of class and meet at the gate.
I think we should hand the phone in to a teacher, but that might get the person into trouble.
It's another message from Kel. It says, "Roller Girl 13, are you there?"
I wonder who Roller Girl 13 is.
Don't know. What should we do, Jaden?
Why don't we go to the library and search for the name Roller Girl 13 online? Maybe that might help us to find out who the phone belongs to.
Wow, there are a lot of results. How do we know which one is the right one?
This one has a blog post that says Roller Girl 13, a Narraville student in Year 7. That could be her.
There's another that says Roller Girl 13 is Sarah. That must be her name. Wow, look at that. Her mobile number is included in her blog.
Yeah, and there are a lot of personal details. Is that safe, Mia?
Okay, so what do we think could happen if you post personal details online? What do you think? Yeah, so if you post personal details online, it might make it really easy for people to find you. Okay, so remember we talked about before, sometimes we might not think about what we put online, but if we share too much, it can make it really easy for someone to figure out where we live. All right, so let's continue watching and see what happens.
I don't think it's safe to post personal details online. Anyone could find her.
I'm gonna dial that number.
Wow, it is her phone. That was easy to check, wasn't it? Now we know that. Her name is Sarah. She's She's in Year 7 at Narrowville School, her mobile number, and she has a profile page.
Should we click through to her profile page?
I don't know. The school doesn't let us use social networking sites, so I think it would be against the rules. We could get into trouble.
I think we should find Sarah and give her a phone back. Let's go and see if she's with the Year 7 girls.
Hey, have you seen Sarah?
No, not for a while. She was texting some boy named Kel. All she seems to do these days is chat online.
I'm a bit worried about her. We found her phone, and this Kel has been texting her to meet him during school.
I'm a bit worried too. Sarah met Cal online. He found out her mobile number and they've been texting ever since. She checked him out online and he is pretty cute.
Cal's been asking to meet her for a while now. She got heaps of texts before lunch and she looks worried.
We haven't seen her in ages. I really hope she's okay.
Wow, look at these messages. They're horrible.
Yeah, who is this guy anyway?
Okay, so how would you help someone in this situation? If you knew someone and this was happening to them, what are some ways that you could help? Yeah, those are some great ideas. So you could help someone by telling an adult. So if you ever feel scared or if someone online is threatening you or your friends or just making you feel uncomfortable, it is always okay to tell an adult in these kinds of situations because they can help you. So if that ever happens, or if you were in this situation and someone was, talking to someone online and they felt scared, you could definitely get an adult involved to help them, and that would make things a little bit easier for them. Let's see what her friends do.
Looks like she might need help. What do you think, Mia?
Yeah, good friends support each other. I usually talk to my auntie when I'm worried. I guess we could tell a teacher.
Yeah, good idea. I think we should tell Mr. Saunders. I trust him and I know that he will help Sarah.
Thanks for letting me know what's going on. You've done the right thing. Can you show me Sarah's profile?
Yeah, here it is.
It's Sarah Walker from Year 7. She wasn't in class after lunch today. Let's get a printout of this page.
There's a message from Cal on her page. Have a look, Mr. Saunders.
That post is worrying. I'm going to call Sarah's parents now. I need you to wait so you can show me where you found the phone.
What do you think Mr. Saunders will ask Sarah's parents?
I think he'll ask if they've heard about Cal.
I bet they haven't. Mr. Saunders would probably talk to Sarah's parents about what might have happened to her.
Yes, that's right, Mrs. Walker. I am concerned as Sarah has been missing from class this afternoon. I also wanted to ask you if you knew anything about a boy she might know called Kel, or if you know where she goes to skate.
Well, ever since I bought Sarah rollerblades for her birthday, she's been looking up stuff on the internet and chatting to people about skating. Also, she's been wanting to go to a new skate park in town, and she's mentioned the name Kel. We thought Kel was a girl, so we weren't really worried.
Do you have rules about computer and mobile use at home?
Well, Sarah spends a lot of time online, but I think she knows what she's doing. I don't know a lot about what kids do online, so I do tend to leave her alone.
All right, now do you think Kel could be lying about who he is? Yeah, I think it could be a good possibility that Kel might be lying about who he is. Now, even though there are pictures on his profile of him, it's very, very easy for someone to do a Google search and use pictures that aren't theirs. So even though we might see pictures of somebody, they could definitely still be lying about who they are. So that's why it's really important that we be careful about what we put online. So let's see if Kel is lying or if he's telling the truth.
Mrs. Walker, I think you and your husband need to come to school. I'm worried that we can't find Sarah. I believe she may have gone to meet this Cal at the skate park. I think we may need to get the police involved. Okay, Mrs. Walker, try not to worry. I'm sure Sarah will be all right. Okay, I'll see you at school. Bye.
Hey, Mr. Saunders, didn't Cal's message say that he would text Sarah when he was at the school gate?
Yes, you're right, Jaden. Mrs. Hassan, can you please call the police? I'm going straight to the gate to see if I can find Sarah. You two stay here and help Mrs. Hassan explain what happened to the police.
What should we tell the police, Jaden?
We should tell them everything, especially the texts and what's on Sarah's profile page.
Hello, Constable. When I got to the gate, there was no sign of Sarah, but there was a red car speeding up the road, so I wrote down the registration.
Great work getting the registration number. I'll look up the owner of the vehicle. The owner's a 37-year-old man named James Clifford. There's a note here that says he's used the name Cal in the past. He also uses fake photos on his profiles to hide his real identity. We're sending a car straight away. In the meantime, can you please conduct a thorough search of the school grounds for Sarah?
Has she gone with Kel? I'm worried about her.
I hope she didn't go. I'm starting to get worried too.
He lied about who he was and tried to trick Sarah.
Sarah could have been kidnapped by this Kel.
Sarah! Sarah!
Mr. Saunders, I'm here. I've been hiding because I didn't know what to do. I went to the gate to meet my friend Cal, but a man in a red car was calling out my name instead. I don't know who he was. It wasn't Cal, and I was scared. So I ran and hid in the playground.
Sarah, I'm so glad you're safe. We were very worried about you.
So now you know our story. The end result could have been much worse. So remember,
Be careful. Meeting and talking to people online can be fun, but remember, they can say anything and it may not be true.
check first. Ask your parents or carer before you give out your real name, phone number, or any other personal details. The best idea is to keep your personal information to yourself.
Don't stay. If someone is rude in a chat room or posts offensive or scary pictures, don't respond. Leave the chat room straight away.
Help. If you know someone that is being cyberbullied, don't stand by. Offer support.
Report if someone is being mean to you or someone else while you are on the internet or on a mobile phone.
Tell. If you see or hear something which upsets you online, tell your parents or another adult you trust.
Don't meet someone offline if you've only talked to them online. You can never be sure they are who they say they are.
And most important of all, stay safe and have fun online.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that was able to help teach you a little bit of online safety and the difference between sharing some information and sharing a lot. So, what kind of private information did Sarah share? Yeah, so she shared her phone number online, she shared the name of her school, and she also shared what grade she was in. So what happened as a result of sharing all that information online? Exactly. So Cal was able to figure out her school and where she was at because she posted all of that online. And was Cal who he said he was? No. He was a 39-year-old man pretending to be a middle school boy. So that's why it's really, really important that we do not share personal information online. And it's also very important that we do not meet up with people that we don't know offline. Okay, so to help you out with this, to help you remember what is and is okay, what is and is not okay to share online, we have this bullseye that we can look at. So each color on the bullseye represents different kind of information. So we are going to start with the green circle, and this one is the safe information. This says, I'm one of millions, and you wouldn't find me with this information. So all of this stuff is okay to share online. So this would be things like maybe your favorite color, it could be your favorite sport or your favorite sports team, different hobbies or things you like to do. All of that information is okay because nobody can find you with that. So those types of things are okay to post online. Now we're going to skip past the yellow for a second and we're going to go into the red circle, and this is the danger zone. So this one says, it's easy to find me with this information. So this would mean things like your home address, your phone number, your first and last name. Those types of things are never okay to post, all right? Even if you've been talking with someone for a long time, those are still not okay to post because that means that people can find you really easily. So that is the danger zone, and that is not okay to post. When we look at the yellow circle, it gets a little tricky. This one is the caution circle. So it says, you may find me with this information. And this might be your school name. It could be the town that you live in, things like that. So they might be able to find you, they might not, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So I want to practice with you guys, and I am going to share a piece of information with you, and I want you to tell me, is it green, yellow, or red information? So look at the circles when I tell you this information and you tell me what you think. So if I put my first name only online, what kind of information is that? Yeah, so that would be green information because nobody can find me where I'm at with just my first name, because I'm sure there are a lot of other people out there who have the same name as me. So that is okay. What if I put my home address online? What kind of information would that be? That's right, that would be red information. That would make it really, really easy for people to find me. So that is not okay to post. What about the name of your school? What kind of information would that be? Yeah, so that would be yellow information. So someone might be able to find us if we post that online. So that would be yellow. What about your favorite color? Good job, that would be green information. Again, no one can find us if they just know our favorite color, so that is okay to post. Last one, what if we put our phone number online? What kind of information is that? Great job, that would be red information. Remember, we talked where people could find us if we post things like our phone number online. So that is definitely not okay to post. You guys did a great job with that activity. So I want you to think. Remember we talked before about how the yellow circle could be a little tricky? So I want you to think, if I told somebody the name of my school, the grade I was in, and my first name, would that be safe? Do you think someone could find me with that? Yeah, so someone might be able to find me if I post that. And most of that was yellow information. So people can track us down if we share a little too much online. So our first name isn't a big deal, but then if we start to share things in the yellow circle, then people might be able to find us. So it's really important that we be careful of what we post online. So before we move on, can you think of any other kind of information for the green circle that we didn't talk about? Those are all really good examples. How about yellow? Did we miss anything with yellow? More good examples. And how about red before we move on? Good job. Those are all really great examples. So now we are going to try another activity, and this says all about me. So I want you to pretend that you have a public profile on an online community. And there are some people that you do know, but there are also some people that you don't know who can all see your profile. So you can either do this with the craft, you can do this with me, or just think about it. But I want you to write down information you would want to share about yourself. So make sure everything on your list is safe to share and that it's not private information that could reveal your identity. So think to yourself, am I giving out information that should be kept private and only share green information? So I am going to show you my example, and then when you're done with this video, you can use this information for your craft that you're going to do. So let's look at mine. Mine says, my name is Susan. I live in Illinois, and I enjoy reading, bike riding, exercising, and being with my friends. I have 2 dogs named Rusty and Ralph who love to go for walks. So what do you think? Did I share only green information? Yeah, everything in there was green information. It was okay to share. Now, did I have any information in there that would allow a stranger to find me? No. So the only thing in there that could tell someone about my location is that I said I live in Illinois. And that is okay because there are thousands of people who live in Illinois, so it would be really hard to track me down. All right, so everything that I posted was okay. So if you're ever unsure, or maybe you don't know if you should be sharing something online, you can always ask an adult. If you're not sure, or if maybe you're scared to share something, you can definitely ask an adult first and they can help you. And always remember back to the bullseye that we looked at to think about whether or not something is safe, okay? And remember that no one should ever be threatening you or making you feel uncomfortable online. That is never okay. So before we go, I just want to show you what your craft is going to be. So I'm going to pop back on camera and look at this bullseye here. You guys are going to make your very own bullseye. So you are going to use the construction paper in your little folder, and you're going to cut out circles, and then you're going to fill in information for each color. So you can fill out safe information for the green one, and then you can put on the caution information, and then the danger information. So if you wanted to use personal examples like different hobbies and favorite colors, and then your school name and things like that for each one, or if you just want to put in what should be going into each circle, like what we talked about, and maybe you don't want to get very specific or into detail, that is okay too. But you can go ahead and make your own, and that way you can always remember what is safe and unsafe to share online. So I hope that you enjoyed today's lesson, and I hope that you have fun making the craft. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.